Halo semua, kali ini kita akan menanggapi dan menyaksikan perbincangan yang cukup asik antara Bob the Lion dengan beberapa pengunjung muslim di Speaker's Corner. Kali ini yang menjadi topiknya adalah mengenai gambaran Allah yang tanpa arti, dan contoh yang diberikan oleh Bob adalah betis. Kata betis yang ada dalam Alquran sampai saat ini masih bisa tetap diperdebatkan. Dan ngomong-ngomong soal betis, ternyata kerajaan Singosari berdiri dikarenakan oleh betis, yaitu betis dari Kendedes yang tersingkap. Kita tahu kan, kerajaan Singasari yang terkenal karena menolak untuk takluk dan memberi upeti pada utusan Kubilai Khan dari Kekaisaran Mongol. Ken Arok yang melihat betis Kendedes yang tersingkap terpikat, lalu membunuh Tunggal Ametung, suami Kendedes, dan memperistri Kendedes. Selanjutnya mendirikan kerajaan Singosari. Itulah sekelumit sejarah dari betis yang tersingkap dilihat dari sejarah kerajaan Singosari. Video lengkap berikut ini dapat Anda saksikan melalui link yang saya bagikan dalam deskripsi. Selamat menyaksikan. Tapi sebelumnya jangan lupa untuk like dan subscribe channel ini jika Anda suka. Di akhir video nanti saya akan memberikan tanggapan, dan bagi yang ingin memberikan komentar silahkan isi di kolom komentar, tentunya dengan bahasa yang sopan.
That because of Islamic teaching that Allah is not like anything that He created, then all of those descriptions of Allah that we find in the hadiths and that we find in the Quran, talking about His eyes, talking about His hand, talking about His feet, talking about His shin, these are all meaningless words. Words that are absolutely devoid of meaning in a book that claims it is clear guidance. The theology of Islam about God is a vacuum, an unknowable God, unknowable because He never interacts with His creation, and He only ever sends messengers into that creation. The Christian God, by contrast, interacts with the created world, and that is why we can speak meaningfully of God. How are we doing, guys? I see that what I was saying got a bit of a conversation going.
She was saying how she doesn't
Surah
believe that Allah is
68,
complete in
Ayat
terms of body
42
parts.
is on the day when the dreadful calamity will unfold, when people will be summoned to prostrate themselves and yet they will not be able to prostrate.
have a look.
That has nothing to do with his shin.
So what?
Are you saying? Are you saying? Sorry, sorry,
Because that's not the
sorry,
correct
bro.
translation.
Right.
Sorry, sister.
We only have one translation.
Are you saying that Allah? Are you saying
Yeah,
that?
we
Are you
do.
saying that Allah doesn't have a face or a shin or eyes or hands in the
He
Quran?
has.
If he does, but we have not seen it.
Right. So the point that I was making,
Right.
is that the Quran talks about Allah having eyes and shins and hands and
Do you
feet.
know the verses?
Let me explain. Yes, I can show you the verses. Let me explain what my point is,
Right.
so that we can have an intelligent conversation.
Okay.
That these words, according to Islamic doctrine, are completely meaningless because you don't know what they are, and you can't say what they are, and you can't describe them in any way. In fact, anything that you can think or imagine that they are, they're not by definition, which means that the Quran is full of meaningless descriptions of Allah.
I still didn't get
Right.
your point.
Now, would you like me to still show you the verses?
But you're
Would you like me to still show you the verses?
This is like Quran.com. Yeah, okay. So this is the ayah 42. It says, beware of the day of the shin
Shin.
of Allah will be bared, and the wicked will be asked to prostrate. But they
You
will
do
not be able to.
realize that they're
That's in the
not
Quran.
talking about the literal shin of Allah, it's metaphorical.
No, no,
It's literally
no.
metaphorical.
You're talking about.
Do you take everything
No,
in
one
the
second.
literal?
One second. Guys. Let's try to have an intelligent conversation. It does literally talk about himself. It literally does. So are you saying that Allah doesn't have a shin?
Allah doesn't
We
have
don't
Are you saying Allah
know.
doesn't have a shin?
We don't know if he has
A
a
shin.
shin.
a shin.
No, a shin, not a chin. Shin.
You know ankle.
Shin.
He didn't tell us.
So-
we only know what he revealed to us.
So what? So does he have a
this is
shin or not?
We
Describing us.
don't know if he has a shin or not.
So there you go. So hold on one second.
you
That's
listen-
my point that I'm making to
That's
you,
not
madam.
a point,
No,
sir.
you don't even know what my point is.
No,
You haven't
because
even
your
heard
point
my.
doesn't have a
Right, tell me
conclusion
what
to
my
it.
point is, and I'll show you that you're
You're
wrong.
saying something about limiting glory and attributes, and then you're just making something that doesn't have a conclusion.
That was an earlier
At
point.
all.
That's not the point I'm making here.
Okay, what point are you making now?
There
then?
you go. You didn't listen.
Listen.
Right,
I'll
so
listen
you don't
now.
understand my
Do
point.
you have a leg?
So now let me.
Do you have a
No,
leg?
stop being
Do you
rude.
have a
Stop
leg?
being rude.
Okay, do you have a leg?
Right. So let me
Do you have a
let
leg?
me
No,
address
yes or
my
no?
point to you, sister.
Do you have a leg? Yes or
So
no?
the Quran
Do you have a leg? Yes or no?
says that Allah has a shin.
Do you have a
right?
leg? Yes or no?
Says he has hands.
Ah,
Says he
do you
has
have a shin?
eyes.
Yes
Do you
or no?
realize that
Let me
things can be
finish.
worse?
You're still not listening.
do you have a-
You're
do you have
still
a
not
shin, yes or
listening.
no?
Less
Do you have a
emotion,
shin, yes or
more
no?
intellect. It'll help everybody.
Do you have a shin, yes
Okay?
or no?
So
Don't speak to her.
in
I'm here.
terms,
I'm here.
in
Don't speak to
terms
her.
of,
I'm
in
speaking
terms
to
of
you.
how
I'm speaking to you.
unchivalrous this
Do
man
you have a
is,
shin?
how
Do you have
unchivalrous,
a leg?
and how rude to the woman.
No. Do you have
You
a
have the
leg?
right
Yes or
to a
no?
conversation. Don't let this bigot try to. Don't let this misogynist.
That is chivalrous.
Right.
He's not being
Right.
misogynistic.
So he's
do you
being
have a
very
leg?
unchivalrous.
No,
So
no.
Allah
Listen,
has a shin.
do you have-
That's what the Quran says. But you've just said.
it does, but
You've
it
just
fits
said
his ma-
we
his
don't
mindset.
know
Huh?
what that
Even-
means.
even-
But the
yeah,
Quran
he does.
says
He does.
it
He
is
does
clear
have
guidance.
But-
If you don't know what it means, it's
Because I know
not
what it
clear
means.
guidance.
Right.
That's my point.
In conclusion, when they talk about the shin, they mean it in a
Oh, I
metaphorical
notice you're not
sense.
interrupting now.
I
Suddenly it went quiet.
No, because
Suddenly it went quiet.
He just said it is in a literal way.
I agree with it, but you
The
just
word
no,
is
I'm
literal.
listening to her.
The
Stop
meaning
being
of the
rude.
whole word
Sorry, go
is
on, sister.
metaphorical. Do you take everything in a literal sense?
Right.
Do you take all sentences in their literal
So-
sense?
so let me address
We
that
don't
point.
know what Allah looks like. We don't know at all. There was one prophet
Yeah.
who got a glimpse of Allah,
Yeah.
and there were mountains that were literally
Destroyed
blown
Moses.
away.
Moses.
Yes.
And Ibn Kathir
We've
said it
never
was because
seen
the
him.
fingertip of Allah touched the mountain. That's what Ibn Kathir
No,
says.
It's not like
That's
our
what Ibn
fingertip.
Kathir.
You have the same fingertip as an animal.
But the point is, that means that Allah, that means that Allah entered His creation.
Do you have the
That means that Allah entered His creation. That means that Allah entered His creation.
Entered His creation.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now,
Now.
okay, you
So my
absolutely-
point is, my point to you is that these descriptions that we find in the Quran are totally meaningless descriptions. They are meaningless words. According to logic.
What logic?
I'll
Whose
explain
logic?
it to you.
My logic is different
If
than
you-
yours.
if you-
Her logic is different
No,
than yours.
logic is
Everyone-
universal.
No, what do you mean?
No,
It's not
logic
the
is
same.
universal.
No, it's not universal.
Let's do this like
It's not
intelligent
universal.
people.
Okay, give me
Less
an example.
emotion.
Let me give me an example.
Less
Give me an
emotion.
example.
Less
I
emotion.
need to-
More
give me an
intellect.
example.
Less
Give me an
emotion.
example.
More intellect.
Give me an example.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
Okay, give me an
I'm
example.
going to give you an example.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it-
Your Quran that we just
no,
read.
the Quran.
No, you
said
don't
that
get
the
to.
common
No,
sense is-
you don't
You
get.
just said-
No.
What do
No.
you mean no?
No.
What do you mean no?
You don't get to
already talked
dictate
about
the
ayah
example.
And you didn't tell me what to do.
You don't get to dictate the
And you-
example.
And you didn't tell me what to do.
You just tried to do it to me. Practice what you preach.
No.
Now, as I was saying,
What you saying?
your Quran states that Allah has a shin.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Now, do you have a shin? Yes or no?
I have a shin, yes.
Okay. An animal have a shin? Yes or no?
Many animals have a shin.
Does it look alike?
No, they don't.
Okay. Allah has a shin, but it's not like we seen. We never
Okay.
seen it.
So, 1 second. It's a special shin. It's a special
We
shin,
don't have-
but
we
it
haven't
sits in the category of shins. That's the point. It's a
Exactly,
type
he has
of
a
shin.
hand. He has a hand.
You see, you're not
But
even
we don't
following
know.
the logic.
We don't
You're not even following the logic. You're too
What?
emotional. Calm down.
I'm
Drink
down,
less
I'm down.
coffee.
You calm down.
Don't
I'm
get
down.
excited.
I'm
There's nothing
chill.
to be afraid of.
I'm not afraid.
This is just a
Do I
nice
look
conversation.
afraid?
Yes, you do. You're shivering.
No, he-
Now, let me explain, bro. What you did just then on camera is what you did is you created a category of shin, and then you put two animal shins in that category, and then Allah's shin in that category, and you said
Are you
that
an
they
animal?
just
Are
don't
you
look
an animal?
alike.
He said that I just.
Did you all hear? Did you follow the logic? Did you follow the logic?
I didn't say two animals.
Right.
I
Yes,
said,
you
do
did.
You have an animal.
Yes, you did.
No, I compared
So-
you with an animal.
so-
I didn't say two
So
animals.
shin
I didn't say
is a
two animals.
category.
I
Do I have a shin?
Of course you do.
Does a cow have a shin?
Of course you do.
Does Allah have a shin?
Allah has it, but it's not like.
There you
what
go.
said.
Allah has the category of shin. He shares that category with created things.
That's a contradiction in your Quran.
It's not.
Right, so what is the shin? What is the shin of Allah?
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know.
We don't know everything. We know what He revealed to us.
So the word is meaningless
What do you mean it's meaningless?
because it doesn't communicate anything.
No, because we don't know how.
What does it communicate?
Huh?
What does it communicate?
What do you mean?
What? So I'll explain exactly what I mean.
Okay.
I am saying that if you devoid the word shin entirely and completely of all conceivable meaning, then the word shin is equivalent to the word blah. It is a blah. So saying that Allah has a shin is the equivalent of saying Allah has a blah if the word shin doesn't mean anything.
Who believe God came from a private part?
So answer that question.
Do you want common sense? Do you want of God?
This guy's obsessed with genitalia.
Common sense.
This guy's obsessed with genitalia.
Tadi kita sudah membahas tentang betis dalam sejarah kerajaan-kerajaan di Pulau Jawa, di mana dikatakan dalam kitab para raton, ketika betis Kendedes tersingkap, Ken Arok menjadi terpikat, dan ditambah pula karena guru Ken Arok mengatakan siapapun yang memperi istri Kendedes akan menjadi maharaja, maka dengan keterpikannya Ken Arok membunuh Tunggul Ametung, suami Kendedes dengan keris empu gandring, lalu memperi istri Kendedes. Dari rahim Kendedes lah asal-usul raja-raja penguasa Pulau Jawa, Singosari dan Majapahit, di antaranya Kertanegara dan Hayam Wuruk yang terkenal itu. Dalam Islam, betis Allah, tangan, kaki, dan wajah Allah mempunyai dua penafsiran. Ada yang menganggap sebagai kiasan atau penggambaran, dan ada pula yang menerima kata itu secara harfiah. Bagi yang pro arti kiasan, betis dalam Al-Qalam 42 tersebut diartikan sebagai keadaan yang sulit atau keadaan orang yang sedang ketakutan. Mari kita coba lihat apa yang dikatakan dalam tafsir Kementerian Agama RI. Ingatlah pada hari ketika betis disingkapkan, yaitu menggambarkan keadaan orang yang sedang ketakutan yang hendak lari karena hebatnya huru hara di hari kiamat. Sekarang mari kita lihat tafsir dari Kementerian Arab Saudi. Pada hari kiamat, urusan menjadi sulit dan huru haranya mengerikan. Lalu Allah membuka betisnya yang mulia yang tidak serupa dengan apapun. Kelihatannya Kementerian Agama Arab Saudi tidak menafsirkan betisnya ini, hanya saja mengatakan bahwa betis ini tidak serupa dengan apapun.
Jadi masalah bertemunya betis dengan betis dalam Al-Quran itu tadi sudah ketemu ayatnya. Itu bukan betis Allah seperti yang diyakini sebagian orang. Itu masuk keyakinan yang gak benar, namanya mujassimah. Menjisimkan Allah sehingga Allah beranggota badan. Na'udzubillah.
Seorang sahabat Nabi yang keilmuannya diakui oleh semua ulama muslimin telah mentakwilkan makna betis dengan kesulitan. Namun karena Ibn Taimiyah merasa pemilik agama telah menyalahkan sahabat Nabi, dan yang paling aneh lagi, pengikut Wahabi juga mengikuti jejak mbahnya, yaitu Ibn Taimiyah.
مثل من يأتي إلى صفة الساق مثلا فيقول يوم يكشف عن ساق دلالة عن هول يوم القيامة، يتأول بذلك ونقول هذا القول قول باطل فاسد وليس صحيحا. لكن هل قائله يكفر بذلك؟ هذا الذي اختلف فيه أهل العلم كمثال. ولكن نقول هذا القول غير صحيح، لأن هذا يخالف حديث الإمام مسلم قال يأتي الجبار يوم القيامة فيكشف عن ساقه فيسجد له كل من كان يسجد في الدنيا، ويأتي المنافق عليكم السلام فيصير ظهره طبقا واحدا، ثم تلا يوم يكشف عن ساق. نعم.
Kalangan Wahabi percaya bahwa Al-SWT mempunyai bentuk tubuh ataupun anggota badan, hanya saja tidak serupa dengan manusia. Bagaimana bentuk tangan, kaki, betis, ataupun wajah Allah, wallahu alam. Dan hal ini juga diakui dan diamini oleh pendebat Islam nomor 1, yaitu Zakir Naik.
He has a hand, but not like yours and mine. 5 fingers. With nails and with this. Not like that. He has a hand, yes, he has a hand. How he has a hand? وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. There is nothing like him. How will he do it? Allahu Alam. He will do it for sure. Quran says he hold it in the right hand, he will hold it in the right hand. How he will hold it, I don't know. On the day of judgment, inshallah, you and I will witness that.
Sebagai tambahan untuk mengatakan bahwa Al-SWT memang mempunyai bentuk badan ataupun anggota tubuh, terdapat dalam hadits Bukhari 7407, di mana di situ dikatakan ada perbedaan antara Dajjal dengan Al-SWT. Mata dari Dajjal buta sebelah, sedangkan mata dari Al-SWT tidak buta sebelah. Jadi Dajjal dengan Allah itu mirip, dan hanya satu hal yang membedakannya, yaitu dari bentuk mata. Baiklah teman-teman, sekian ulasan kita hari ini. Silakan like dan subscribe bagi yang belum. Dan sampai jumpa di topik selanjutnya.
You can still go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go, go, go.